Marvel's dropping 8 projects in 2026, from movies to TV shows. Hell, even a video game is dropping. So let's talk about it, man. Simple. Let's talk about this in release order because honestly, I'm loving the setup for 2026 for Marvel. We start off with the show that was supposed to release at the end of this year. They moved it back to January 27th. That's going to be Wonder Man, starring Yaya, yes, one of the best actors of our generation. It looks interesting. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer or not, but basically it's about this guy who's trying to become an actor. He's trying to take over the role of Wonder Man. And I think eventually he's going to, get his powers at some point in the TV show. He's actually a pretty big character in the comics as well. He's a part of the West Coast Avengers. So I wonder if they're going to, do that in live action. We haven't gotten too much from this show other than very, very, very basic synopsis. We know it's going to be 8 episodes. It's going to be 30 minutes each. I think this could be a sneaky banger from Marvel. Low-key to start off the year, I wouldn't be mad at it whatsoever. We go from what should be a sneaky banger to what should be a real banger. What should get the Marvel train going in 2026. That's going to be Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Especially with how Season 1 left off. There is so much that needs to be explored in Season 2. It's actually ridiculous. And Season 3 is already confirmed, so in my opinion, when you confirm a season before the season even comes out, that means that shit must be a banger. I think everything is going for it to be set up to be one of the best TV shows of 2026, man. Wilson Fisk outlawing all the vigilantes, seeing Daredevil in his black vigilante suit, seeing Poindexter come back in his comic accurate suit of Bullseye, seeing Punisher come back and Jessica Jones and whoever else they haven't announced yet for this show. We are getting into the thick of it when it comes to the Marvel TV universe and seeing how it sets up Brand New Day. It's going to have some sort of connection to Brand New Day, especially with the Punisher being in it. I am so excited for Daredevil to come back, man. And I hope this season is more consistent. But it's got a new team. It's got the team that ended the season, so I'm hoping that's the case. It's kind of the same lines with the Punisher because we don't really know that much information other than it's going to be a special presentation that comes out in spring 2026. Probably something that bridges the gap between Punisher's appearance in Daredevil Born Again Season 2 and his appearance in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Just a little backstory, what he's been doing, what he's been going through, you feel what I'm saying? I wonder who he's going to box in this. I genuinely have no clue, but I will be watching. Tom Berthal, I've said it before, I'll say it again, is one of the best actors of our generation. Just like Yaya, I already said that too. So seeing him reprise the role as Punisher, music to my ears. Take a break from the live action though. When we get to X-Men 97, which is supposed to be coming out in summer 2026, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I am worried about this show simply because they scrapped all of seasons 2, all of seasons 3, which they have been building for years now. They scrapped all that and they said, you know what, we're gonna start anew, we're gonna start from scratch, we're gonna write a whole new season for season 2, a whole new season for season 3. I just don't know if it's going to be that good, if I'm being honest. And I hope it is. I hope they're able to maybe just switch some things around with the story for season 2 and season 3. And they're able to refurbish it a little bit so that it still works. But I can't be the only one out here worried about X-Men 97 season 2. Drop it in the comments down below if you are. Kind of crazy. This is going to be our first movie we're talking about coming out this year. Another Spider-Man project. We got Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I hope doesn't get delayed. It might with the Tom Holland concussion situation. Just the fact that this is such a big movie, you feel what I'm saying? But I hope it sticks with that July date. I can't wait for this movie. This is probably a top 5 anticipated movie for 2026. And there is a lot of movies coming out in 2026. Every leak, every rumor, every report we've heard from this movie sounds fantastic. From Savage Hulk returning to potentially seeing Mr. Negative to seeing full out live action stunts again to seeing Tom Holland go all out for it that he gets a fucking concussion. He's really into this shit, man. I just can't wait to see Spider-Man finally get brought back to the big screen. It's been way too long. 4 years too long. Technically 5. It depends on the person you ask. But oh my gosh, we will be there. I just can't keep that same level of hype though with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. Like I said, I've seen Season 1. I didn't fully finish it yet, but I liked what I saw so far. But I just wasn't fully captivated at the time, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe it's because it was kind of coming out in that weird space with Invincible and all these other TV shows, you feel what I'm saying? So maybe I just got to take a moment, give it its own chance. But I did like what I saw from the new little teasers they gave us at Comic-Con for this season. So I don't know. I just got to finish the first season and see if I'm messing with it enough to watch the second next year. But that comes out in fall 2026. Straight up ending the year off with 2 potential hits, though, with Vision Quest coming out in late 2026. If I had to guess, I'm going to guess that's going to come out like September, October, you feel what I'm saying? That'll lead straight into Doomsday. But first we got to get through Vision's Quest. which is set up to be such an interesting study of Vision, the character of Ultron. I can't wait to see Speedy show up and see how he connects. I want to see if there's a connection between Vision Quest and the Young Avengers. It's cool that it's already going to be connected to WandaVision. It's going to take place a year after, but I want to see if there's going to be, maybe Wiccan will show up. Like, I feel like there's going to be some major connection, and that's a reason why Vision Quest never got canceled through all these years of developmental hell. Of course, last but certainly not least, the big mecha, the big kahuna that could change the superhero genre for life. Avengers Doomsday coming out on December 18, 2026. I hope it doesn't get delayed. There's honestly a chance it could get delayed, even though it wrapped like a month ago at this point. But you never know with these big budget films, man. Choosing to be cautiously optimistic when it comes to Doomsday, though. I'm liking the approach they're going with. They haven't been saying too much. They haven't been showing too much. And honestly, I'm shocked more stuff didn't leak with a movie this big. But, you know, Marvel's probably got people with, 50 cows watching every single move on set. I think this movie has a chance to be a mess, but if they somehow figured it out, if they somehow collected 30 people with the biggest, brightest minds in all of superhero media, no AI, and they figured out a story, this could be one of the best movies of all time. That's a lot. That's a tall task. That's a very tall task. But the Russo brothers haven't let us down yet, right? So we got to trust them until we don't. Simple. But yeah, man, 2026 is looking like it could be one of them years for Marvel. It looks like it could be a hit year where they're finally back on the up and up. Everybody's talking about them again. Or it could be a down year where people are going, Marvel sucks. They're dropping too many projects. Why did they release this? They should have canceled it. There's a lot on the line for Marvel in 2026, and you know I will be here to recap and chronicle it all. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to hear your opinions on Marvel's 2026 slate. I want to see your top 3 projects coming out next year. Let's talk about it in the comments down below, because you know we got to talk about it. Simple.